How about that first game? Habs Leafs game 1 here in the Bell Center was a extremely close tilt. A spoiler alert for you here. It took until the overtime to see the first goal in that game. And both goalies were on their best game, their best behavior. The defense was tight, the checking was tight. We really got to change Zach Fucale's helmet, or mask rather, because it's got the Hamilton Bulldog logo on the mask, unless that's just the thing, that Zach Fucale is the Bulldog in the net. This team is still going to be Louis LeBlanc-less entering Game 2. He is out as an injured scratch, so he is waiting to return from injury. We go with the same lineup that won us Game 1 by some miracle. It was Mark Stahl. I called it at one point in the game that Mark Stahl might potentially have the game winner. And I was very impressed with number 30, Mark Stahl. I guess you just give Mark Stahl number 30 and he keeps it because it worked out like a charm in Game 1. But he was playing a very solid Game 1 that it didn't surprise me at all that he would come away with the game-winning goal off of that faceoff. Duchesne hard on that puck off of the initial seeming turnover. Brassard is around it again. He had a good first game and first showing here in the playoffs. He was claimed off waivers. We mentioned this story in the previous episode that we got Derek Brassard off waivers and just thrown right into the fire. And there's the goal. Wow. Right away, the Toronto Maple Leafs on their first shot on net find a way past Zach Fucale. It took them that long to get their first goal in the series. Into the early start of Game 2, it's Drew Keane from a very strange angle on the ice surface. You would imagine the goaltender should have cut that down. It's a pretty weak goal for Fucale. And the other Habs fans are not enjoying seeing that puck go in the back of the net. The Leafs take their first lead of the series on their first goal of the series, taking this long to get into the action offensively. Pretty impressive. No breakdowns here on home ice. This is going to be a lot tougher game, I expect, from the Maple Leafs than we saw in Game 1. They just weren't on their A game. I was impressed with both my defense and my goaltending in Game 1. Everyone showed up ready to play. I want to get some pucks on the net because I don't know if we have one on goal. That will count as a 5-hole save. Coming away with it, it's Carter Ashton. He is the lone Leaf in the Canadian zone. Tamernis comes away with possession. That's going to draw a hooking penalty. Everyone on the ice for the Canadiens feeling just a little slow in this game. Not a good sign. So we experienced this against the Edmonton Oilers in the final. We dumped that in. Vovoda on the rebound. Not a bad idea to get that puck to the net. We just funnel it down there. Wow, taking forever to get that movement across the blue line. But we're going to be on a power play. Penalty drawn. I thought it was by Tamernis. It was one of my defensemen. It was Tamernis. Into the hands. Easy call for the official on the ice, Carter Ashton. Officially called a slash. I would have called it a hook. It's 2 minutes in the box for the Maple Leafs. The first power play of the game going in favor of the Canadiens. Got to make this one count. So I want to spread this out down low. Well, never mind. I pressed the button. He didn't pass it, but we'll go back up top. There's no one there. I don't know why I went up top to no one that's standing there. That's a little embarrassing. The controller died. Mid-game play. I didn't even know that the controller was going to die. Saucer pass back the other way for Niederreiter. And we missed. Man, we are passing to no one at the point. We're passing to the ghosts of Canadiens past. Maurice Richard is somewhere on the ice with us. Hedman teed up but wide of the net. We're going to be on that missed opportunity off the rebound off the end boards. We're looking for the options. We're running this umbrella power play behind the net to Ming. In front again, pass to no one. Knocked down and cleared by the Maple Leafs. The power play struggles are early and often right now for the Maple Leafs. I'm going to wind up a fake. Cut back. Well, we'll get board played. We got to kick that puck to the point. No one's there. This power play is pretty damn abysmal. I'm going to have to make a deke up to Pacioretty. Duchesne was not available. Severson is. Pull it back. We got 19 seconds to set something up on the power play. Down low for Niederreiter. Not who I was intended to go to. Pass back for Duchesne. We're working it at the point. Over to Tamernis. That slide over there to the defenseman did not reach. The Maple Leafs intercept. Easy penalty kill situation for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We got to have a head of steam here. We're going to go in. Niederreiter. Spin move in front. Pacioretty. He gets his own rebound. There's Duchesne. He's hunting for the goal high off the shoulder or the mask of Ludwig, the goaltender there for the Maple Leafs, Tangradi out to Weiss, or Weiss rather. I'm already getting the pronunciations mixed up here. We've gone over this in game 1. We have a guy named Weiss on our team. They have a guy named Weiss on their team. Let's get the pronunciations nailed down as this series plays on. That's another penalty against the Leafs. Is it interference? No, it's an elbowing. Elbowing minor penalty to... I don't know who is wearing 27 here. We're going to find out in a moment. That is definitely an elbow to the back of the head. Eric Tangradi, former Winnipeg Jet. We didn't even generate a shot on goal with that first power play. That has got to change. That is objective number 1. Let's just get a shot on goal for this abysmal power play. I'm going to switch it from Umbrella. Who are we passing to on these power plays? Okay, I'm already pissed off enough. I can't change it. I got to focus on the making passes. I got to focus on the power play. Ming, go wide with it. Cut back. Monahan is available. Pull it back to Hedman. Wrister, through, blocked. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get anything going against the Leafs right now, isn't it? Offensively speaking, Monahan, keep that puck in. He did with his face. Monahan, down low, board played. It sounded like another word came out of my mouth. That is off the mask and out of play. So this is a chance to change it to an overload. I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of the power play with the umbrella setup. We're not getting the... You know what I looked for on the umbrella setup is the cross-the-seam feed for the one-timer. I'm not finding any one-timers with the power play right now. So with the overload, we're going to try to overload one side of the rink. So we need to get the puck, first of all. We need to get possession, and then we need to get to the strong side of the ice and overload one side of the rink. That's a pretty late hit. That was a pretty late hit, but I guess the officials feel that they've called enough against Toronto. What a move by Pacioretty. Drop back Brassard. It was just wide, I'm pretty sure. That doesn't count as a shot on goal. Fed along. Severson. You see a lane, take one. It'll be deflected in on the goaltender, but saved. Up top to Murnis. We're finally figuring out the passing. Down low, Duchesne. There's no one-timer there, so we'll just continue rolling out this overload setup on the power play of Voda. You got to get open. Drop pass for Pacioretty. Eventually gets to the target. That pass is off the mark, and we'll take a penalty of our own. Yeah, this power play just, it looks awful. It looks bad right now. Maybe we're gripping the sticks a little tight. Maybe we're overthinking the little things that we're doing. That was loud. There was some backfire outside from a car passing by outside. It caught me off guard. There's a big save off of the instantaneous face-off. We've seen that happen in the previous game. That's how we won the previous games. Fucali going to have to be on his best behavior in this game because we've already given up the lead in this one. We missed our power play opportunities, so this PK situation means everything. That should be an offside. It will. As long as you maintain your gap between yourself and your man, we should be okay in this. Toronto won 5 of 6. Make that 6 of 7. Dump back in, but we failed to dump it. We should get this one in. Lifted on the backhand by Damon Severson. It's a high bounce off the glass. Kudrowski is way too up on that play on the forecheck. We just need one guy, and he's basically... the one forechecker is basically just applying token pressure on the forecheck. That's a big save with the pad. Cleared and into the face of Gauntz there at center ice. Van Riemsdyk dumped in. Cross corner behind Fucali to the right of Fucali. Plenty of time for Begris. He sails it down the rink. Oh my. I really was hoping that would sneak its way past Ludwig off the Carino. Did anyone see? So this already happened in the real world. And by the time this video goes up, it will be long past the series between the Sabres and the Canadiens in the real world will be well over. But Tage Thompson on the dump in at the Bell Center, where we're playing this game, he dumps it in. It rims off the kick plate and behind Dobish. I got to dump this puck in. I'm trying to talk about that and focus on the gameplay. It's so hard to do. We're kicking this over. Mark Stahl. If he gets another one, but it was blocked by his teammate Brassard on the way in. Mark Stahl and Brassard, by the way, teammates as New York Rangers once upon a time in NHL seasons past. Oh, we're on this on the dump in. Ming not going to dump or not going to slide between two Leafs players there. It just wasn't happening. That was an optimistic deke. What a move by Grabner, but we're on the puck. Niederreiter. The weak side is available. We find Kamayev. I'm going to cut back just inside the blue. Niederreiter, go there. Did they knock the pass down? Really frustrating that I can't find any one-timers on the ice with this team. Tangradi is defended tightly. Over to Tamernis. We're going to have to make that pass. Ming makes himself an option. I want to shoot this on the net, and we'll get it blocked. Of course we will. There you go. Niederreiter. The twig breaks. I get my one-timer, and the stick breaks. Go figure. Go figure in this game. I talked about tight gaps. You got to have them all over the ice. Neutral zone, defensive zone. Yes, Kamayev. And on the net. Dumped in again and blocked. I'm running Winter. I want to run one of these players. Shot on the net. Wide. We're not getting pucks on the net at this moment. This is really becoming a frustrating game. I fear that the Leafs will not be the hardest team that we could potentially face in this playoffs. Nice play by Bertrand at center ice. He made 2 of them. He's got the puck now off of the misplay by Teravainen. Teravainen's not over. He's not open. He's not an option. Weiss stops, settles, fires low to the pad, looking for that rebound. Offense is going to be hard to come by for the whole series. It was in the first game. We just get 1 goal. We haven't found a way past Ludwig so far. What is this opportunity? Van Riemsdyk walking out in front. Severson trying to cut that shot off. It looked like Fucale easily had the angle. No problem on that save from my new #1 goaltender. It is a new era, a new dawn in Montreal with Zach Fucale as the #1 goaltender here. No longer Carey Price's net. I mean, you could give, on the playoff runs that he's had with this team, you could give Carey Price the key to the city of Montreal. He deserves it. That's a clean face-off win. Stahl pulling it back. That wrister gets blocked. How many times have I seen a shot get blocked? Rollout play. Stahl missing the blocker side. Every shot from the point especially is just off target. Stahl, that'll be 5-hole. Oh, Kuzminski, great pressure here. We got the pressure system from the modern NHL game right now going on. It's all Canadians in this end of the rink. Kuhlman to the weak side. It's just looking for a breakout option. Duchesne, backdoor, boom. I thought that was going to be the goal. I did. Oh, would that have been onside? What an interesting gameplay we have going on right now. Kuhlman just needed to get the change. He knew what he needed. He knew what his team needed. Up to Brassard. So there's 1 against 5? No freaking way. And we deke it into Ludwig, who has the puck to his teammates now. And the puck is still not out. Ming dumped in on goal. Every shot is low to the pad. Is there something to this? Behind for Ming. He's pinned on the boards. Kicked along to Niederreiter. We're going to go back up top. Sling it. D to D. Weiss settles. You don't have that much time. You can't take your time shooting that puck. Niederreiter off the zone entry. That's clean. We're going to stop. Pulling up Ming. And I don't even know what went on. They just play that. They just have played a really good game defensively. The Leafs have their tight gaps in their own zone. That'll be the end of the period. Ming, don't get injured. Don't get hit. Don't turn it over. We'll slap dump it down the rink. That is it for 1 period of play. I don't think you can boo the Canadiens for their effort. They had lots of pucks on the net, especially at the end of the period. I think as it trended toward the late stages of the first, we got better as the game went on. That needs to be the case. There's 2 whole periods in front of us. Technically, we lose the first period because we're trailing 1-0 at the end of 1, but there's 2 other periods. We got to go and win those 2 periods. Yeah, we had 13 shots on net. I think we held them to 4. Is that what it said in the... no one knows what it says in the intermission because I cut it out of the video, but we had 13 on net. None of them found a way. A lot of shots low to the ice, so Ludwig's strength seems to be any kind of low pad save, 5-hole, whatnot. I got to get a read on this goalie. That was a nice move. Stahl, and again, we shoot low. It is a theme tonight with the Canadiens. That'll be kept in, and we will now bring it behind. I nearly walked that blue line up and over Deke. Nope, we're going to bank that back toward the point. Hedman slung to Mark Stahl. He'll shoot low again, and we'll try again for Stahl. He leans into one. That's going to block. Okay, down low. Stay behind the net. There it is. Kuzminski, rollout play in front. Duchesne, another one low to the pad. Every shot low to the pad is saved by Ludwig right now in the game. This goalie is amazing. I'm very impressed with this goaltender. Maybe he is #1 after all. Not just because he wears the #1. He might be the best goaltender in this series. He earned the right with these goaltending performances to wear #1 on the jersey. We win a faceoff. That'll be D to D. And a shot swept up by Ludwig with the glove. So not only can he do it with the pads, but he can sweep up pucks with the glove as well. He's got to have some rebound control because he's been busy. He has been a busy body in this game so far. If we're going to be perimeter-based, there's nothing wrong with that. It's what the Leafs are giving us right now. But if we're going to be perimeter-based, you've got to have some bodies in front. We've got to have some deflections. There's another low shot. I told you it's a theme. It's not intentional, but it seems to be the theme tonight. There's the rollout. No one's going to the net. Kamayev, you just got to shoot. You got to find a shooting lane. At some point, man, we got to find some shooting lanes. Back up top, this is all done. Look at this Canadiens' extreme domination. That shot by Severson is hailed over the net. There's a penalty behind the play, is there not? I held up a player on the boards, and we get away with it. Monahan up to Severson. Gonna have a clean breakout. We're gonna skate this with Severson. I'm gonna pull it wide. Drop pass. There it is. Dropped again. Ming. Lean into one. Fires into the glove. It's up by the ear and is save for Ludwig. So you can test him in all ways and formats. He's just gonna make the save. He's been the better goaltender so far. Obviously, he's staked these Maple Leafs to a 1-0 lead. At some point, something's going to leak through. That's the belief that you have to have if you are the Canadiens, is that something is going to leak its way through. This goaltender's been great in this series. His save percentage is going to be ungodly by the time this thing's done. That'll be picked up. Vovoda, stick lifted. Stay with the puck. Stay with the play. That's okay. Nice play. That was a... I've been so... Oh, there's an injury. Oh, there's an injury. That's a goal. Well, I was so focused on the injured Leaf player that they get a shot, save, rebound. Chris Stewart, right place, right time. Well, Mark Stahl did his job. He canceled out one of the Leafs players. I think it was Grabner, number 40. He gets up really slow, kind of grabbing his arm on the way off the ice. I don't know if he is done for the night. And that's a big player to take out of the game, but even bigger than that, the Leafs have a 2-goal advantage. We got to find a way to score 2 on this Ludwig goalie. Weiss at the point. He's going to throw it again low to the net with a... I don't know what to say, man. There's a rebound. So what are we set up to be? First line is set up to be behind the net. You just need to start crashing the net. Looking for rebounds. Go stand in front of the frickin' goalie. Be a tree on the ice. I like shooting it with Weiss. He's got a powerful bomb at that blue line. One of these is going to go through. Do we change? Look at the shots on goal. We've dominated this game. We've completely owned this team in shots on goal, but they've got the more important part. 2 of them have gone in, and they got that lead on the scoreboard. They're thinking about the fact that they have the lead on the scoreboard, and so too am I. We got to block this. That was indeed a block. Skate! No one's skating. Duchesne has legs. Duchesne, over. Kuzhawinski fanned on twice, gets the puck back. Deke, pass, Pacioretty up by the shoulders, saved by... This goaltender is unreal. I get a setup for Max Pacioretty in the slot area, and he makes the save anyway. His positioning has been incredible. You don't need to send this guy to China. He's in the right place. He needs to be a Toronto Maple Leaf. He is making the difference in this series right now with these games. Should I start saying Ludwig has a shutout? Can I break the shutout by saying that? Ming, Severson, blocker save. So it doesn't matter. It's like I said, he makes saves everywhere. Every shot is a point shot, and it's a save. Point shot, save. Point shot, saved. We got to pounce on rebounds. Niederreiter with a good stick. Leafs are really under duress in this game. They're just kind of hoping to... Oh, my God. Oh, yep. Boom, Ming. What the hell, Ming? Take the one-timer. Well, there you go. You want to talk about? So many turnovers by the Maple Leafs in their in their own zone. Shot, no. Shot, yes. Save, rebound. Stromwall fanned on back up top. Tamernis over to Weiss. One-timer. That blocked by a Leafs player. Grabner is back out here. What a gamer. We run at Gaunts. That's going to be a turnover. Tripping. Yeah, this is the game that we can't get anything to go in our favor right now. I got to block that or make a save. It just goes from frustrating to even more frustrating tonight. You think you're going to beat this goalie, you haven't done it, and then we take a frustration penalty from behind the player. It's tripping. This is what I meant about our power play. Our power play just needed to be, I'm guessing, just more aggressive than what it was. Clean up that rebound. Should we clear the puck? I should clear the puck. Out to center ice. Kuzhawinski gloved the stick. He couldn't take the slap shot. If you're going to wind up with a defender that close in tight to you, you got to get the shot off. Hedman was right place, right time. Just didn't get the puck back. There was a double, a Bash Brothers, not a double, a Bash Brothers type hit at the neutral zone. Kudrwinski a little slow to retreat, but we can hit the line with some speed. Duchesne, a really weak shot into Ludwig. He makes the save anyway. We need a breakaway or something. Maybe that's what we need. And then we'll fan on the breakaway. Didn't we have a breakaway in the last game and we fanned on it? I can't remember. Begris closed that gap. He did. Forces Keane into an awkward play. Begris to no one. I'm on the point guy. Deflection wide of Fucali. We have to get it clear. We don't. Drew Keane out of the midair with a great stick. Patch ready. There's your breakaway. There's your breakaway. And we cling it off the... I told you we would screw up the breakaway. I predicted the future. Great. I'm really happy I could predict that future. Damon Severson on... I believe this is Grabner in the corner with the Leafs. Send it along. Patch ready. You got to have a head of steam here. You got 1 to beat. 2, now 3 to beat. Skate the stick move. More time killed on the PK. We will get through this. Down low. Duchesne. Deflection on the pass. Leafs maintain possession, but they're in their own end. We've had some really good opportunities, man. Had a freaking breakaway on that one. Short-handed. Stall low to the ice. What do you know? Back door. There's another save. Everything is low to the ice. Blocked by Duchesne. And I'm telling you, I've never seen a game that we have dominated so much of and have not come through with a goal. That was a huge Superman-type charge by Victor Hedman. He is Superman on the ice for this team. That's going to be knocked down by the Leafs. Poked away. Niederreiter, Brassard onside with this one. Ming opened up the hips. Fired. Blocked on its way in. Weird angle shot from Edmund. Saved by Ludwig. Where does this shutout for this goaltender end? We should have like 5 goals in this game. Oh, I've never seen such unruly goaltending. We just waited too long with the shot on that breakaway. We ran out of space. I didn't have a whole lot of options. I had a back checker all over me on that breakaway from Monahan, but I was like, there you go. You got your breakaway. We missed our opportunity. That could be the one breakaway that we get in this game. The team as a whole is just a little bit slow. My team is just a little slow in this game, this Canadiens team. I'm talking about their skating. I mean, we've had good... That's a huge save. We've had a good block and a massive save after the fact. As Fucali hasn't been the busiest of people in this game. Back to Bertrand here from the point. I'm going to walk it down low. Protect that puck. You got to be harder on that play. Ashton skates it away for the Leafs. Are we going to enter this third period trailing by 2, maybe more? Can we cut into the deficit before the intermission? We'd really need one. I'm going to kick this wide. Kamayev stay with this on side. He's slow, man. There's just nowhere to go with it. Kamayev, that'll be a cut back down low. Back to the point because it's the only thing available. Knock down Biggs. A penalty coming up. Ekblad. Well, I don't know what Ekblad did. I was really trying to work the puck near the blue line. He skates off to the box of shame for, yep, clear-cut interference. We still overload. Let's make it count here, boys. Just get me a goal. I think at a certain point, is you look at your power play. Has it been too patient tonight? I think so. I think it's been I think it's definitely been too patient. But that being said, I want to look for a good, clean look. There it is. Niederreiter. And what do you know? There's a rebound that we're not on top of. Ming, or Kudrwinski rather, couldn't keep the puck in. Onside, Ming. Yep. I'm going with it. Drop pass. Oh, Victor Hedman, you goofed all that up for me. I'm not intentionally necessarily trying to get too fancy with it. Niederreiter. That'll be through the screen. If you got to run the goaltender, make it happen. If that's what you got to do to make a goal happen in this game, do it. Back out to center. Ming. Love the stick move. Ming is in. Windmill time. Dangles. Dangleitis. Knocked down by Gauntz. Cleared by Kadri. That's it. Power play's not doing anything. We can't even make anything happen off the rush off the power play. Even when we set up the power play, we're not even on this puck. That's Kadri. Poked back in. More time killed on the PK for the Leafs. Duchesne skated. Full burst of speed. This goaltender is just, he's stopping everything. I don't know that I've ever seen a goaltender with a performance the likes of this one. Brassard. Nice cut up. He's tripped. Power play again. Well, that's why you cut back sometimes. When you have a zone entry, you drive it deep in, and you cut back against the defender, Dale Weiss, to the box for tripping. Former Canadian. And Machine Head's playing, so you really know it's an important power play if they got Machine Head going. Face-off is one. That's important. That's a big first step. Down low for Niederreiter. Backdoor play. Kujawenski, it was right there in front. Ekblad will clear. Pretty handily clear there from the Maple Leafs defenseman who was just in the box. Up for Niederreiter. Stopping. Waiting for teammates. Now back up top. Sometimes you got to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to work from the half wall. There's no one available. Up top for Ming. He was moving around a little bit. Got to deke my own teammate out. Ming dropped. Niederreiter up top. Monahan switching places. Down low for Ming. He missed the pass. Back up top. Swing it. Shot. Niederreiter wide of the net. Kept in. Kujawenski. Monahan. That's a shot. Rebound. Saved by Ludwig. I feel like there's so much pressure to have a lot of movement on this power play. It's the only way we're going to beat this goaltender. Dominant in the face-off circle. So I enjoy seeing that. Severson walking the middle, cutting back. I'm looking for that option. The one-timer is taken away by the Leafs. Good job, Damon Severson, you knucklehead. Oh, you guys are starting to piss me off. Just trying to set the power play up is so frustrating in this game right now. We lose that face-off, that'll be cleared. There's no point. They're going to kill a lot of time off of this power play. Power play is abysmal. It's going to be, if we get another power play this evening, it's going to be a shooting power play. Big block. Go, Brassard, you got to deke one. He does. You got to get it over there. Thank you, Duchesne. You knuckleball, knocking it down. Absolute douche-tard. Thanks for knocking the puck down on my pass that was intended for Max Pacioretty. Windmill deke Pacioretty wide. You got to hit the net. Wow, someone ran into the goaltender. Pacioretty wide on the backhand. Brassard with a soft pass intercepted by Grabner. We knock it back in. Keep forechecking. Oh, Severson was a little late with that hit. There it is. Severson, pass intercepted by Dale Weiss. They're so far offside. Oh, man, the frustration's starting to seep into me now because we just had chances. I'm going aggressive with the offense. We've had an aggressive offense all night long. I don't know what some of these misses have been. That's going to be the story of the game, is that we've had chances and we missed every single one of them. Stop shooting low on just stop shooting on the goaltender. You're never going to score. You can shoot on this goalie, you're never going to score. Is that the solution? We can't shoot the puck anymore. Biggs onside, driven down into the Canadian zone. There was a deflection in front of the net. That's the key part of this game, is that every save Fucali makes is just that much more important for this game. We got to block it. I told you we got to block it. We're going to get out of the period trailing by 2. We just can't find a way on the damn scoreboard right now. 35 shots on goal, 35 big ones, and not a single puck has gone past Ludwig in the game. I'm getting sick of Ludwig. I don't want to see his face anymore. There's another pass that's been knocked down. Hedman shoots. I'm just looking for deflections now. I don't know what the solution is to score on this goalie. It's going to need to be kind of a greasy goal, isn't it? Nice play. Hedman takes his man out. I don't know what the hell Grabner's playing through, because remember, Grabner was injured earlier in this game. So he's playing through something. And hopefully that affects and ails the Maple Leafs. Pacioretty. That's a one-stop move. Got to get the play. It's going to have to be greasy. We're just going to have to try like a wraparound chance, get a rebound, something like that. We've played these guys so tight. I've loved my team's defense in this entire game. Everything off the rush in the neutral zone. We've been so good in our own zone as well for the most part. Another heavy block by Pacioretty, and just kneeled in front of that puck, cutting back against the grain, joining the play down low for Niederreiter. I couldn't get it. I feel like we're just slightly overthinking everything we're doing because of the way this goaltender has stoned our team cold in this one. Severson was all over his man, but he just did not get the turnover. Get over there. Weird angle shot, creates a weird rebound. We clean it up with ease. Niederreiter, pivot move. Oh my, we just cannot give up these possessions. We just give up possessions so easily. It felt like everyone on the ice in that situation was just gassed for my team. More pucks on net. I'm not satisfied until we get more pucks on net. One of them has got to go through at some point. Weiss is up on the play. Kicked over to Weiss. Up to Begris. Big shot. Wide again. Kamayev, weird angle shot into the catching glove. Smothered by Ludwig. First line. Get on the... It's just going to be first line, first deep here for much of the rest of this game. Deflected down. Skate move. That's not skate to stick, but a kick, a soccer-style kick from Mark Stahl after his stick broke on the shot attempt. I can't believe that none of my forwards, I have all these forwards, and none of them have been able to find a way past this goalie. Quick shot. It deflects off the broken twig in front of Ludwig. That'll be a cutback move. He didn't do the cutback up to the point. Caught by Hedman. Fired over the net. Stahl keeps it in. Pass again for Hedman. Keeps it on side. Shoots high to the shoulder. This goaltender is an impenetrable wall right now. What do I do to score in this game? All right. Second line, let's go crash the net. I can't do this right now because it's showing a replay of all of our missed shots on goal. Crash the net is the new strategy. Is Vavoda my fourth line? There he is. He's my fourth line center. Somebody get something going offensively, please, in this game. Somebody please turn the tide. Stick lift by Teravainen. Down low for Vavoda. He tries. That was a really big leap at the puck by Ludwig. He would have been out of position had that puck found the Canadian stick. Severson settles the puck down. Saucer pass for Teravainen. We can lead it into the zone. Will we negate the icing? We do. Big hustle by Teravainen. Much needed effort from my fourth line here. Teravainen is on this. Back up top, Severson creates a weird angle shot, but that will usually create a big rebound. Unfortunate that we're not getting on the rebounds. There have been a plethora of rebounds off this goalie. Played up the boards for Kamayev. You got to pull that off the boards, get it up to Monahan. He's got one to beat. Monahan, he does. He beat his one for a moment. Kicked along. Gather that puck. We're going back to Toronto, aren't we? Tied at 1. I think that the Leafs are going to tie this series. We won't even be able to come close to tying this damn game. You don't have any excuses. You've had your power plays. You've had your chances on net. Other goalies, yes, he's been better, but we don't have any excuses to fall on. I just got to send it toward every pass is so... I don't know why the passing is so inaccurate all of a sudden. I'm playing on the same passing sliders I have for the last several seasons. I think for every season in the GM mode has had the same passing sliders. And all of a sudden, every pass I make cross crease is inaccurate. It's getting to be ultra frustrating for this team. We're going to get shut out. We're going to get shut out for the first time in a GM mode. If we have to injure these goofballs, then make it happen. We have to run the goaltender. That's what we need to run their damn goaltender. That's what we need to do. That's the clear-cut solution. Everyone's slow for my team. They would just have no speed. Cut back move. They're so much faster than we are at this phase of the game right here. Wonderful. Damn. Oh, dumped in by Weiss. Saucered out to center ice. Brassard, or not Brassard, it's Bertrand. Someone find the puck. It's getting to be ultra frustrating. This is just as frustrating as Game 7 against Edmonton. Oh, I made a dumb pass. We're not coming back in this game. Let's just give it up. We're not coming back. Big run at Gaunt, and we're gonna have to fight over that. It's gonna be. Is it a charging penalty? I think this was a clean hit, as deemed by the officials on the ice. I think this was a clean hit. Give it up, Tangrady. Time for Hedman to give you a new makeover. Oh, I dodged that punch. That was a clean dodge and a great fight by Hedman. We fought our way back into that one as he answers the hit that he had on Gaunce. I didn't think he should have had to do that. This game's been so frustrating. Maybe that's the lift that we need. This has been unbelievable that we can't score a goal. We are looking at potentially going to Toronto with the Maple Leafs scoring 2 goals in the series, maybe a third if they get an empty net or something, and we just have 1. We've scored 1 goal, and it is a penalty on Hedman. That's bad. Oh, well, there was an initial, I'm guessing a charging infraction issued out to Victor Hedman for the initial hit, and of course the Maple Leafs didn't like it, so they felt that Hedman should have to answer the bell for that. Go. Severson, you just got to take it. Every shot has got to be really... If you're going to take a shot with a wrist shot from above the circles or below, it's going to be an accurate shot. If it's a point shot, you need a deflection in front. I'm tired of seeing this goaltender make saves. Tired of seeing it. Not make it a 5-on-3. No 5-on-3s, please. Smart plays with our sticks. It's just we're at that crunch time in the game with under 8 to play. We just need a goal so bad. If we don't get one, I don't think we can come back in this game. That just misses Duchesne. It was a saucer pass. It just missed Duchesne. It's been little plays here and there. We've just been a little bit behind the game. Tamernis, man, that was awkward behind the net. I want to get the puck to Duchesne. I might be able to filter this to him if he can get around. He can find a step on the backhand. But that's the best chance we can get shorthanded when you're surrounded by Maple Leafs power play specialists. We'll call them that. It's power play specialists. They're starting to win faceoffs too. It's just a phase in the game where it feels insurmountable. Everything feels so insurmountable here. Their goaltender is playing lights out. Get out of my way. I can't get anything to go. I had a little miniature breakaway with Severson there. Just can't. They slide right past my checks. Kadri ends the game with that. We don't need to pull the goaltender. We're going back to Toronto with a 1-1 tie in the series. My goal is now to just break the goaltender shutout. We're pretty desperation mode. We hung Fucali out to dry on this goal. It is what it is. You can chalk this loss up to their other goaltender stole the show. He stole the game. I mean, he basically stole this game. There's nothing you can do about it. Other goaltender was just better. Fight for every damn puck. Oh, the player switching sucks so bad too. That's just another problem. I took a penalty with Su Kai Ming. It's become a frustrating game. It has been it's not become one. It's been a frustrating game. And somehow that puck stays out. That's the kind of luck that they've been getting all night long. That was a nice move by Kudrowski. Why didn't we break out Spinoramas earlier in this game? We got to play with some confidence. We're going to have to play with some confidence going to Toronto. This has not been a good effort. No one's hitting the net. That makes it an even more frustrating presence in this game. No one's hitting the net. Monahan, and I will rock your show. I just missed that. I just missed a chance. This goaltender is unbelievable, and it goes in. Wow, Begris gets one. It was a leaker. That's what it took to finally beat this damn goaltender. That's what we have to do to score on this goaltender. We don't stand a chance in this series. That puck was not going to be denied of going over the goal line. It found every which way to a Canadian stick. So the trend continues. I don't think I've ever been shut out in a GM mode episode. The trend will continue. Man, I was getting nervous there. It took us until this point to get a goal. Weiss is changing things physically in this game. Now you got to think, do you think you can get a second goal in this game shorthanded with the time remaining and then pull the goaltender, get an extra attacker out here? I had that puck with Duchesne. I don't know why I went for a body check, but it's up. Pacioretty. Drive play in. Stopping. Nice cut move. Oh, man, this goalie, pretty lucky. I'll take the tripping penalty. It'll be a penalty shot. No, it will not. It will just be a minor penalty. We were beaten. We were flat-footed. We had to take that penalty. 2:37 left. I mean, if we got the goal from Pacioretty, I might have believed. I might have begun to believe. I still got a timeout that I can use. I went too early on that face-off. Go get it. Find the puck, Kudrwinski. The puck's behind you. Leafs are offside. I got no complaints with my team's effort in this game for the most part. We just got beat by a better goaltender. Let's go. 3-man rush. Take it together as a team. Tough break for us. It's just been a game of tough breaks. Monahan skated straight into him. No penalty? No penalty on the play. Cut across the middle. Lifted on the backhand. There was a rebound. I kind of had traffic going there to the net. They drop it behind a no one. Minute and 30 to go in the game. Mark Stahl. He's on the puck. Will we get that to Duchesne? We do. Oh. Duchesne almost scored the all-time goal of the playoffs with that. He had a drag move around the defender. Replay time. Those pads have just been in the way of every single chance we've had in this game. Is there any point in pulling the goaltender? I mean, if we can score quickly, maybe. I didn't think Kudrwinski was going to get to this puck. Duchesne is denied of another one. Don't take a penalty, Duchesne. Skate away. No penalties. Just skate away from it. Skate away from the scrum. You know, I got my timeout. I'm going to use it. You don't get to keep your timeout for the next game. I'm just going to use it. It's not really going to matter, but I mean, every save, he's just had, he's been a rebound machine. We haven't pounced on the rebounds. That's been the problem for the team tonight. Problem area for us. Get out of the damn way, Duchesne. Trying to work a miracle comeback, which is not going to happen. Grabner might be further. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm just pissed off that Grabner got up and got the puck, that we didn't get the puck. I'm just pissed off. I don't want to give the Leafs the satisfaction of the empty net goal, and there's almost no point. Oh, we're skating away. Begers, you're a pussy. You're skated away from the puck. Way to go, buddy. Get the puck. No one's hungry for... We've given up on the game. We gave up on this game a long freaking time ago. I hate this damn goaltender. I'm starting to fight in the background. The refs are they going to let this game get out of control? We go to Toronto trailing, or tied rather, 1-1 in the series. It was a miracle we scored a goal in this game. I want to see what the stats are, the final line for this one.